multi-floor elevator here. Now if you haven't seen the previous video, I showcased this design right here. This is just a simple elevator going from the bottom floor to the top one. If you haven't seen that, then it will be in the icon card, whatever it should be on the screen right now. Anyway, go see that, and after you've done that, come back to this video, and what I'm showcasing here is a multi-floor version of that elevator. Let's just do a quick flyby. So this is all the redstone, and each level is completely unique with itself. So if you wanted to, you could build this one down there and have this one 500 blocks up if you want, and there would be the exact same amount of redstone. And anyway, let's just quickly demonstrate here. So you walk in, once again you stand on these 4 blocks, and then if you want to go up, you want to click the button that takes you upwards. Then once you arrive at your floor, the doors will open, and now you have 2 choices. You can either go down or you can go up. I'm just going to go up again, and if you want to do, you could continuously hitting that up button to go all the way to the top of the elevator, but I'm not for now. I'm going to go onto this one, and I'm going to go back down. I'm just going to go up one more time, demonstrating that you can do whatever you want with this thing and it won't break. So let's just finally go back up. As you can see, the doors open with every single level, and you can have as many levels as you want. So if you wanted to have 500 levels, you could have 500 levels. Like I said, all of these are the same one. All the middle sections are the exact same doors. It's only the bottom section and the top section that are different. So just before we start the tutorial, if you are finding this video helpful or you want to see more, please consider giving this video a thumbs up, giving me some feedback, and also whilst you're at it, make sure to turn on subscriptions and also hit the notification bell so then you don't miss any more videos like these. Anyway, let's get straight in with the items list. So the items would be on the screen right now. There might be a couple of pages because yeah, there's quite a lot of stuff with this thing. However, all you need to know is that the middle ones all have the same one. It's only the bottom one and the top one that have different items. Anyway, those will be on the screen right now, so make sure to pause the video there if you want to build the thing in survival. To start off, you want to try and find where your actual first floor is going to be, and you want to place in 2 half slabs like so on the top. This is where, so the door to your elevator is going to be these 2 blocks here, and this is where these very first blocks are going to be. These do have to be half slabs, however, it's not too bad. So once you've got these 2 half slabs in place, you want to come up 3 blocks either side of it like so, and you want to place in 1 button on this first block like so. You want to come 1 block down and 1 block across like so. You want to place in a sticky piston facing towards you over here, and a sticky piston facing towards you over here. Now put an opposite facing the same direction as the piston head on both of these, and then you want to come out 2 blocks like here and 2 blocks like here. And on this block, so this is where the same side as where your button is, you want to place a non-stickable block. I'm just using terracotta there, and put a piece of redstone just on that. Then over on this side, you want to put a block down, and you want to try and create like an O shape like so, so you can see it's like an O there, and you want to put a bit of redstone dust in the middle. Then to do your doors, you want to place in, first of all, place in some blocks of your choice there, and then where this block here on this circly thing, you want to come up, place a sticky piston there, place 1 there, and then place this in the same place on the other side. So come out 2 blocks, 2 sticky pistons, 2 blocks in front of that, piece of redstone dust there, and a piece of redstone dust there. Then you want to come up behind this block, place up 2 blocks from this redstone dust, and place a redstone torch. This would power both the redstone dust and both of those pistons. Do this on the other side, so 2 blocks up and a redstone torch. Then you want to come out a block diagonally and place a 2-tick delay repeater on that side, and once again a 2-tick delay repeater on this side. Then come out 1 block and place a terracotta block, put a repeater on that block. Do this to the other side, so 1 block, grey terracotta block, and then a repeater, 2 more blocks, and a redstone torch like so. Then you want to come out from here and you want to place in, oops, if I can do it, an obsidian block here, so it is out to 1 down, and then there is that obsidian block. Then you want to come out 2 from that obsidian block and place another obsidian block. Then you want to come out 2 blocks from these white concrete, place up 4 non-stackable blocks on either side, and just finish it off with another bit of white terracotta on that side. And believe it or not, that is the first bottom section all completed and done. So moving on to the middle circuit, what you want to do is you want to find the area of your very first floor, and it has to be at least 3 blocks above this block here, so it can be anywhere after this, only because you don't want it cross-contaminating or something this bottom circuit and this bottom circuit messing up the middle circuit, as that would not be good. Anyway, you want to place in a block like so, so to 3 blocks up from this at least, and then a diagonal block of that like so, and you want to place in a piece of redstone dust on top of that block, piece of redstone dust on top of this block like so, a block up, a block to the side, and a half slab like so, a half slab across, and a block up. And you might be recognising this circuit from this bottom circuit here. You want to place in a button on this side and on this side, and you want to place in a piston facing upwards on this side, and a sticky piston coming outwards like so, another sticky piston coming upwards like so, and the sticky piston, this observer like so. You want to place a block there, give it some redstone dust, and do this to the other side. So once again, actually this side needs a block up first, there we go, and then a piece of redstone dust on that block like so. Okay, so now what you want to do is that you need to change this bit over, that to redstone and this to a block like so. Then place a non-stackable block coming out of that on a diagonal, and just place a 1 tick delay repeater and do this to this side like so, and another 1 tick delay repeater. Place 2 blocks coming out of this redstone dust, and then come over here, place a redstone dust here, and then 2 blocks like so. And on these 2 blocks you want to place 2 4-tick delay repeaters, and on this side you want to place in 2 4-tick delay repeaters. Then get yourself some redstone torches, and you want to place 1 block, a redstone torch, a block, a redstone torch, a block, a redstone torch, and then a block. Do this to the other side. So a block, a redstone torch, a block, a redstone torch, a block, a redstone torch, and a block. Then from this normal piston here, you want to come up 4 sand blocks, or just gravity blocks. This can be concrete powder, gravel or sand, or red sand, one of those. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then on the 4th block you want to come out 2 blocks, place a redstone torch, a redstone repeater, a block with some redstone dust on it, and another block with some redstone dust on it over here. Then what you want to do is coming off these redstone torches like so, you want to place in 2 blocks there and then a block up. Do the same thing on this side, so 2 blocks there, block up, place in 2 4-tick delay repeaters on these 2, and then another 2 4-tick delay repeaters on this one, a piece of redstone dust on each of these, a block up like so, a 1-tick delay repeater and a block next to that. Then on this block you want to place in a sticky piston with an observer facing downwards. Then do this onto the other side. So once again, a block, a 1-tick delay repeater, another block, destroy this redstone dust, a sticky piston, and an observer like so. Then come ahead and place in redstone dust like so. So 1 there. Then want to place in 2 this side and 1 like so. A block up over here, a redstone repeater, and just some redstone going into this sticky piston, like so. Then what you want to do is come round to on top of this block over here, the one which the redstone torch is on, and then place a sticky piston with an observer on it, like so. A block and then a glass block. Both of these should have 4 tick redstone repeaters on. A block in front of that, a block to the side, some redstone dust. Come out 2 blocks, place a sticky piston, destroy this block for now, place an observer facing towards you, place the block back, and place another 4 tick delay repeater where it back. Do the same thing on the other side, so sticky piston, 4 tick delay repeater, oops, yep. Come out a block, come up a block, redstone dust, just do this for now, so sticky piston, and have I done this? Yeah, I've done it the wrong way, so I'm gonna like this. You actually want to do it the other side, like so. Redstone dust, sticky piston, observer, place a glass block, then a 4 tick delay repeater, and underneath this block, like so. You want to place in a block like that, and then do another circle shape, like so. Destroy the middle and just place redstone dust all along here, and do the same thing on the other side, so a circle shape, 1 block underneath that glass block, and then redstone dust all on the top of these 3 blocks, like so. Then what you want to do is place a comparator facing towards the sandbox on this side and also on this side. Come 1 block underneath that block, like so. Place a redstone dust there. Do this to the other side, like so. Redstone dust there. And then you want to place a normal piston there and a normal piston there with an observer in between. That will fire for a bit, however it will turn off. Do the same thing onto this side, so 2 normal pistons, and then that observer. Then over here, what you want to do is place a sticky piston with an observer, another sticky piston, like so. With that observer, a block up, and a redstone torch onto the side. Do this to the other side. So, an observer facing this way, a block up, then a observer. Then you want to come over to here, and where there is the sandbox here, place 2 sticky pistons, put some blocks in front of that, then do the same to the other side, so 2 sticky pistons, put some block over that. Then you want to go ahead and get yourself some hoppers, and you want to place in, so 1 hopper going into a block which is underneath that redstone torch here, and another hopper going into that hopper, and place some redstone dust on top of that. Do the same thing to the other side. Actually no, you need to place in the redstone torches on this side, and then the hopper, the other hopper, the redstone, then a comparator coming out of that, a block up and a block down. So a block up and then a piston down, place some redstone onto that piston. Do the same thing on this side, so piston, redstone, block. Then you want to place in a repeater going into that block, a block up, and then place redstone dust onto that block, like so. The same thing on this side, so repeater going up into block, going down into that block here. Then you want to place in any item into one of these hoppers. This can be any item whatsoever, so 1 into there and 1 into there. So now what should happen if you update this? See, that observer should get moved away, and then if you were to click one of these buttons over here, if I can, as you can see, that observer gets moved back. And also just add an item into this one over here. Looks like I've managed to mess it up. There we go, both the doors should be closed. So then what you want to come ahead and do is come from this observer, come out 2 blocks, place some redstone dust here, place a 2-tick delay repeater next to it with a sticky piston in front of it, then an observer to the side, place a non-stickable block here and one on top of that, place a redstone torch on top of this piston like so, come out 2 blocks, place a redstone repeater, place some redstone dust, remove this redstone dust for now, place a redstone torch on top of that, then place that redstone dust back, do the same thing to this side, so a block, some redstone dust, repeater set to 2 ticks, a sticky piston, an observer, 2 non-stickable blocks, a redstone torch, a block above the redstone torch, 2 blocks come out, destroy this redstone dust, torch, redstone repeater set to no ticks, and you can place that redstone torch back. And on these 2 glazed terracotta blocks, you want to place in a repeater and then a block up with some redstone dust in it, do this to the other side, and then another block up and then a line of redstone dust connecting these 2 blocks, and then another bit of redstone dust just on the end over here, then a sticky piston with an observer, and that should be done. Actually, you're not done, you just need to move this whole circuit 1 block forward, so just move all this redstone 1 forward like so, and then just place in your sticky piston and your observer back. Then now that should be absolutely everything done. So now what you can do is repeat this whole process 1 or 2 to 3 blocks above each other. So it would be 2 to 3 blocks above this redstone torch here. So you would go 1, 2, 3, and then this block here with the redstone dust on would be this block here with the redstone dust on. So you just repeat that whole process again. However, once you get to the top, you want to do this end circuit, which I'm going to show you now. You do not have to do this end circuit. However, if you don't, and if you click the up button when you're at the top, it will shoot out the top of the elevator, a bit like how they did in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. However, if you want to do that, then go ahead. However, if you don't want someone shooting through the roof of your building, then I suggest you follow this next step. So once you build as many of these middle sections as you need and you're on the final level of your building, you want to come up 2 to 3 blocks from this redstone torch, like so. A block to the side, a block up, and place 2 half slabs, like so, and then you can destroy all the rest. Then place 3 concrete going up there, 3 concrete going up here. Get yourself a button, place it on this block, place a piston facing upwards, get yourself some sand, place 4 sand, like so, place 2 blocks, place a repeater on that block and a repeater on this block, place some redstone dust like so, and then place some redstone dust over on this side like so. Get yourself some redstone dust and wire all of this. Then you want to place in 3 more bits of redstone dust like so. Then you want to remove this block and replace it with a normal block, and then attach a repeater here set to 1 tick. Come out a block, come out another block, put redstone dust all along this, and then put a normal piston coming outwards like so, and also place an obsidian like so. This should match with the obsidian all the way on your ground floor. Do this to the other side like so. Then over on this side, you want to place a repeater there. You want to come out a block, come out another block, place yourself a piston like so, then that should be all of the, no it isn't. So actually what you just have to do is you have to place in two sticky pistons here, place some concrete, come out to, place two sticky pistons here, place some concrete, come a block down, put a redstone torch there like so, do this to the other side, place a repeater set to 4 ticks going into that, then miss a block, place a non-stickable block, place a repeater set to no ticks on that with a redstone torch behind it, and then do the same onto the other side like so. So 4 tick delay repeater, miss a block, place non-stickable block, a block, and then with a redstone torch behind it. Then now that should be everything done. So what you can do is just decorate the inside of the elevator like so. So give all of these levels just a nice boundary. There we go. Make sure that these two blocks on the side, these are non-stickable. However, these all the way up, so these blocks all the way up, and you can place whatever block you want. However, if you are going to the left or if you're going to the right, then you have to make sure that they are non-stickable, so that no blocks, no slime blocks will be able to stick to them. So something like terracotta, obsidian, or shulker boxes, or a bedrock will do. Any of those three will do. They cannot be normal blocks, as the whole system will break. However, once you decorate it how you want to, so let's just reinforce that a bit. So I could have glass like so going up here, but I would have to have the non-stickable blocks on the other side. Then if I wanted to, I could do the same to the back side. So here we go. Here this would be the back, and I can have glass in between. However, now we just have to build the elevator, and then that is everything done. So to build the actual elevator itself, it's probably the simplest thing in the whole build. What you have to do is place in 2 normal pistons like so, place in 3 honey blocks here, and then 3 honey blocks here. And if you built my normal elevator over here, this is probably going to look very similar, as it is the exact same design. Place an observer going into this piston, observer going into that piston, observer facing upwards, add another honey block, and add a normal regular piston like so. Do this to the side, so an observer facing upwards, a regular piston like so, come up another block, and place an observer on there like so, an observer up here, one more honey block like so, and place a sticky piston here, sticky piston here. Now then place in 1, 2, 3, 4 slime blocks like so, to the other side, a slime block across, a normal piston, and then a sticky piston, and then piston. Actually remove that sticky piston for now, as you do not want it to activate. And then observer facing downwards, an observer facing downwards, and an observer facing into this slime block like so. Do to the other side, so observer facing downwards here, a normal piston, another observer facing downwards, an observer facing into this slime block like so, and placing a sticky piston here, a sticky piston here, and then just 1 block underneath these, which placed in 2 honey blocks, then 1 block above this piston, which placed in 2 slime blocks. Do this onto the other side, and then this is where it comes to decorating your elevator. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to get myself some quartz, some smooth stone. I'm going to have the smooth stone as the floor, some quartz as the wall on either side, then sea lanterns here. And then for the back of the elevator, you have to make sure that these are non-stickable blocks, and you can probably tell now that these don't have to be, as they have no slime blocks on it. So I could make this whole backside out of glass and it would not stick, but only where the elevator shaft is going to be. Then once again over here, and you have to place in glazed terra blocks for all of these three. So these 3 blocks here, so it's where the honey blocks or the slime blocks touch the side. So 3 blocks here, also that implies to the front. However, if you wanted to, you could come out 1 or 2 blocks forward, like so, and then because that would never ever touch any of the slime blocks or honey blocks, that is fine. However, let's give this a test. And also one last thing, you need to place in a block there and a block on this side. So now if we were to click this button, what should happen is the elevator starts to move up, and for some reason half the elevator did not work and only half the elevator made it to the top. However, let's just quickly check why this did not work, and to be honest I am not too sure. Oh, there we go. I have misplaced this sticky piston, and let's just place that back. And has it messed? Yeah, it's messed everything up. So give me a minute just to fix this. There we go. Place in these walls again, place in your slime blocks, then your roof block like so, and literally just to start it again, you can just activate this and then break this block. There we go. That should be going up, and it should stop when it gets to this level like so. There we go, it does. So now if we want to go back down, we can click this button, and does it send it back down? Yes it does, and the doors close behind us like so. Very good. And it makes its way to the bottom level. Then you can click this button, and there we go. See, now it's working fine as it should be. Going all the way up, it will stop on this first floor. You can click the button to go up again if you want, and yep, it's working fine, going up, and the doors will close. Then for the final lever, there we go. Then it should send it back down again. There we go, all nice and stuff. And then the final test, we just have to send it back down again. And from this one, there we go. Does it look like it's worked? Yes it does. You can just quickly send this back down. There we go, the elevator is fully functioning and working, as you would have all of the levels you would need now. Once again, when decorating these things, you can have whatever middle block you want. However, the 2 blocks outside have to be non-stickable, or they have to be 1 block forward, and that same rule applies to the front. So these blocks can be whatever you want. No, these blocks have to be non-stickable, and then these blocks can be whatever you want. So let's just say I wanted glass. I could have glass if you want, and if you've made your multi-floor sections a bit taller than mine, you could have a nice glass window on both sides as you're going up. And let's just test it with us going in it, so we can click the button as well. And if you are falling through the floor as you are on Pocket Edition, or your world is just generally laggy, then you just want to place in a minecart. Let me just quickly show you how to do that. And you only need to sit in the minecart when you're going up in the elevator. Do not sit in it when you're going down, as the screen becomes very glitchy and you do not have to. So yeah, you just place an elevator like that if you are slipping through the floor. And if you're not slipping through the floor, then what I would recommend doing is just going down to the bottom here and placing in some slime blocks or water, whatever you want, and just to stop your fall, as sometimes when the game just glitches a bit, you can fall through the floor, and that's just to save you if you are in survival, as I do not want you dying. However, that is all from me. If you found this video helpful or you want to see more of it, then please do give this video a like. Also, comment down below if you want to give me some feedback or any video suggestions for the next video. And also, whilst you're at it, please do consider subscribing and turning on notification bells so you do not want to miss any more of these types of videos. Anyway, that is all from me, and I will see you all later.